Okay, so for the sensation and perception assignment, I showed a bunch of people these optical illusions that our teacher gave us, and I took note of how they responded. A lot of people were really confused, I guess is a good word to say, for these optical illusions. The picture of the invisible triangle. A lot of people stared at it for a really long time to figure out how there was not a triangle in the illusion. And once I printed the picture out and I drew the lines for them to show them, and they were really, I guess you could say, mind blown and confused because they didn't understand how the brain could, they didn't understand that it was your brain tricking you. And it was kind of funny to watch people have the reactions that they were having. There's some of the concepts from our modules that we learned about were like the proximity, similarity, continuity, connectedness, and closure. And most people, those were all really illustrated, like in the way their process of thinking when I showed them the pictures, especially like with the shepherd's table. That one kind of showed, like, that one had a lot of, like, use the similarity concept because they're very similar, but just shaped if they were just posed different for the shepherd's table. And a lot of people were trying to measure the tables to prove that they weren't the same, but when I told them that we learned that it makes more sense for your brain to group them a certain way, they didn't really understand that. So that was kind of hard to explain it, but I told them your brain wants to think in a certain way, and that's why we see the illusions the way we do. And the people, like, when I showed them the motion 1 and the motion 2 picture or optical illusions, they just stared at them for a really long time trying to figure out how it made it move, and squinting their eyes and just kind of looking really confused, because just, I guess, like I was too when I try to look at them. You just feel really confused because of the way the pictures are. You don't understand how they can be so confusing. I also asked people about what they think subliminal persuasion is. I asked a couple of adults this question, and one of the answers that I got was that it was the government's way of brainwashing us, and said that they use these secret hidden messages in commercials or like campaign ads and things like that to convince us to think the way they want us to think, so we're becoming brainwashed. And I think one of them said that's probably how Obama got voted into office, so that was kind of funny to hear that opinion. But when I told them that it wasn't true, they were kind of confused, or they acted like they knew that already. For the, oh yeah, well, I still think they have it, but I mean, I guess it could be a myth. So some of the reactions were really funny to watch, but that's all I have for this video.